Hello, Rebel! Welcome back. It's time. It is that time. It is this final. So, I have one question to ask you. Are you ready? Because we've got some choffs. Well, there was a lot more hype in that than turned out. What can I do? Choffs. Nobody cares. I'm Full Metal, of course. We have with me no less than Haringzord.
Hello, everyone. Final day. This is good.
He might be dead. He's had no sleep. So, how are you doing, Haringzord, my friend?
As previously stated, very little sleep. It's fine because we've got a Chorf team that doesn't often go to 24 turns of overtime. Other than just in all the other rounds.
Speaking of no sleep, we have the caster that personifies no sleep, the man who is a veteran of never sleeping. We have Mr. Crusader on the cast.
Hello, gentlemen.
Some may say the only way we can get a big old coach in the finals.
Do you make this joke every season?
Seemingly accurate.
Isn't it accurate every season? Right, they're an inducement, so let's talk about the Chorf team real quick. 1,850 TV of pure... They play 24-10 games. We're gonna be here a while.
No, I've had this one. I've had this particular Chorf team on stream a couple of times, and it's been a lengthy affair.
Now, the one thing that jumps out to me, other than the 3 claw, which makes me feel a little bit nauseous, and I kind of want to go bleh a lot, is the fair lack of guard. They've only got 3.
He's missing Ned, which is a shame because Ned always dies whenever I'm involved.
Especially in anywhere near a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
There's also a couple of players off the pitch, so he is down to 11 men at 1,850. 3-team rerolls.
That's pretty big because that sort of thing is what might give Dreamifi half a chance in terms of a removal game.
Yeah, if he can get the Hobgoblins off, I think he can really make a game of it because he can then use the Blackhawks to outmuscle the Strength 3 Chorfs, and he's got to commit the Bull Centaurs to the fight, and Dreamify might actually foul something if that happens. But I'm not going to hold out too much hopes because it's Dreamify.
Interesting fact about this team: it's a Eurogamer Open team as well. They joined REBBL in that tournament, and look at them now.
Into us from America. Now, the thing that jumps out at me about Dreamify's team is that there's a giant gap where his blitzes used to be.
Yes.
Hello, Agram.
Huh.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
It's going to be tough. I'd say he's only got 2 blitzes, but one of the blitzes he's got is like 3 blitzes by himself.
Yeah, we've got the boy, haven't we? We've got the one we need.
And I do want to see Craig Asms coming out in chat whenever he does anything good or dies. I don't know. We might. Do we get one from when he dies, or do we get like a?
No, we just get big old Fs then. Just big old Fs.
Do we get a Bible Thump? Bible Thump's a lineman. He has got a 1, 2, 3. He's got a bench 2, but he's also got 100k more TV. What are we buying for 100k? Bribe? Babe? An apple? What are we doing?
Good question. Very well presented, actually. I don't like the bribe. I think without a bench, he's not going to foul unless it's a very, very good value target.
The only way he's going to foul is if he takes a bribe, I would argue. Or it's Craig Asm. If Craig Asm goes down, there's a good chance he'll get fouled. Do you need a chainsaw when you have 3 claw players? Like, doesn't the 3 claw players make the chainsaw utterly like, oh well, it's a chainsaw, but I've got 3 claw players.
Nah, chainsaw. I'd either go the 2 babes route or a second Apo route.
We've definitely picked something up because he's got a player on the bench. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. I'm not getting a... What has he picked up? Did we miscount? Oh, you bought a Hobgoblin?
I think he's purchased a Hobgoblin, yeah.
And he's got a Wizard, so he's gone in from his bank for the Wiz.
But
he is on defense.
I hear Wizards are good.
Wizard...
They go all right, don't they?
It's all about the foul of the chainsaw since the bench. He can foul with a DP. He can.
So what I'll do is
threw me True Blue because he ended up with a bench. And this is a team that didn't have a bench, so he's bought a player and a Wizard. So he's really, this is where you put it all on the line, right? You dump all of your bank and go all in because it's, you know, is there a more important game in this team's career? I don't think so.
This is the thing, isn't it? It's the final of REBBL. You don't really get a second shot at this.
Well, some coaches have.
Yeah, but the coaches who have did it a long time ago when the league was a lot smaller. This day and age of REBBL, you don't really get a second shot of this, so it's kind of now or never.
Especially, like, if this is as brutal as previous Super Bowls have been. Aren't Agi up Orc throws great? Like, Orc throws are bad, but if you give them Agi up, they're not as bad.
Just to confirm, Dreamifi won the toss, chose to receive, and BullCanoe have rolled a 12 for number of fans.
It's the name. Everyone's in for the name.
Plus the 10 fan factor.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't know what it is, but everyone seems to love the name BullCanoe, and I'm positive over it, but I don't think I'm into it as much as some of his more diehard fans.
I mean, Chorfs have fans.
Yes, they're wrong, but they exist.
I mean, they're degenerates is probably a more accurate way to say that. Yeah.
So what are you telling yourself right now? It's just another game of Blood Bowl? It's just another game of Blood Bowl.
He's telling himself that he's going all in on these hobs. I like this. It's brave because there's a dirty player right there, and he's got a bench now, and I'd foul you every day of the week, but that's just me. He has to move to protect that player now.
Scarlet Cleaver Thief gone.
Yep.
Didn't last long, did he?
Well, that brings it down to 11 versus 10. And that's the kind of removal you want to get. Well, no, to be fair, one of these chops on the line is the kind of removal you want to get. But,
I think you could make an argument there. You want to get rid of a Claw Mighty Blow piling on Chorf more than those Chorfs on the line, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, as far as what kind of game do you look at this as, you look at this as the kind of game where it doesn't matter what happens, you're here to win, so you
Oh, hello.
That Black Orc just chinned that dude.
Well, that was no mighty blow. That's just a random removal there, so 2 down already.
Well, we have seen Dreamifi suffering from a random removal that killed a player in his last game, so, you know, he's facing Claw, and then it was a random dude, like a Nurgle Warrior without even mighty blow.
So, the irony of this situation now is that you kind of... You're protecting your Pommer by removing all of these players.
Yeah?
Because the less players that Mongoose has got, the less likely he is to foul.
This is a good argument, although, when your opponent only has one Pom, I still probably foul that. Because they are only KOs. They'll come back, maybe.
I'm just trying to recall if remember if I saw Mongoose fouling much at all over the few games he's played in the playoffs, and nothing's realistically springing to mind.
He's a Chorf coach. He'll foul. He hasn't even protected this player, so Dreamifi has shown the big. He's moved up to assist to mark the dirty player, but that's not exactly a hard clearance on that.
Yeah, it's a very easy clear. In fact, you're just giving up a Black Orc there.
And as Mongoose has proven on the line, random blocks can remove Black Orcs. I do love the... I haven't set the points up for the channel points system or anything yet, but I love that you can randomly highlight messages now, because Chin Chinnerin Boy just slammed me with a big donks when that guy got...
There is a goblin on the bench. It is the first goblin we've ever seen in the Super Bowl, to my knowledge.
It is. No, wait, yeah, no, it is. No...
So he's got the potential for 2 claw hits here if he rolls that push.
This is, let's be honest, the most successful Orc team in REBBL. You know, coaches,
I think you can certainly make that argument, yeah.
They've never made it to the... I mean, you know, there's coaches who might be better known for their Orcs, like Papa Nasty, or Gerber, or Superfed.
But
Black Orc's in trouble.
No, hold on.
He's fine so far. He's hanging on there. I think you jump on that. Come on.
Yeah, we want to try and get something back here, don't we?
And the Black Orcs are the priority target. You want them off.
Now that was cheap, I thought, from Dreamifi. He just gave up a chance to give 2 claw hits away as opposed to 1.
He can't really be doing that across the length of this game. There's just too long of a match to play. I love that chat are up on just using all of the Twitch icons whenever stuff happens on the field. I've got to say, I'm a big fan of that. Super didn't get to finals. This is the most successful Orc team in Rebel history.
Something Bash can't win Super Bowl.
You're going to pile on that as well, aren't you, I think?
Well, technically, aren't Orcs control? Technically. So if they win, Bash still can't win Super Bowls.
Okay, we're setting up this foul. That's why he hasn't piled on.
Yeah, he's going to kick it in the head until it dies. And
I mean, this is a great foul. This is a great piece to foul. As he's pointing out, it's the only POM that's available to the Orcs. Like, removing him makes your life a little bit easier.
Hello, Dwiggy. Dwiggy is here to see some dead shorts, and I don't know if we're going to get to see some dead shorts, because it's not really the team to put the dead shorts. Where's he go? Ah, full run up.
There's a run up. It's worked out.
We're just talking about KOs. KOs galore. That's 4 off the pitch now. Was the dirty player that actually got him the KO? And the run up clearly
9 on the armor. Ooh.
Oh wow, that's
aggressive.
Huge. I mean, he has got a blitz on claw piece, so I like that. And he can set up a chain push to get them away from that guy, and then maybe throw some meat in behind them to try and hold the line. But yeah, that's a big apple. Dreamifi proving that he is here to win.
Perhaps a bold Apo?
Chat are already all over that.
Let's get some theory on that. So as I'm seeing that, right, so if we want to keep making good fouls against that, you have to leave players over there, at which point we can send the rest of the Orc team down the right-hand side.
But with a wizard in pocket and like 8 turns to kick that guy in the head, is the Chorf team not kind of okay with this?
I mean, you say with the wizard in pocket, but the ball's not on Craigasm. The movement 8 Agi 4 blitzer.
Well, that's why it's
faster
not on
than Bulls.
No, but that's why it's
exactly.
not on Craigasm, because you don't carry on the guy that you want to pick up the ball after your ball carrier gets bolted.
No, 100%. But like, he is the fastest player on the pitch.
Jamis is hitting.
Like, he can run down those balls.
He's declaring it the "kick me again, senpai." Apo. I think it needs an uwu on the end of that, but I'm with you.
Speaking of Craigasm.
Well, that's not going to get it done.
That's the last. Dreamifi does run 4 rerolls for this very reason. He has made quite a thing of the fact that he likes to reroll block dice.
Well, I mean, we would all like to reroll a double skull.
No, but he likes to reroll. He likes to play a little bit more greedy with it, and you know he gets a bit more aggro. And
some might say it's a bit of a bash mentality.
Oh, I don't like it.
He kind of has to play this game. You might not like it, but this is the game he's forced himself to play. By going in with the piling on, by appoing the player when he got KO'd, he has to now scrum. I mean, Orcs are a scrum team anyway, and they're better at it than the Chorfs because of their larger amount of guard. But if something goes wrong here, this could win or lose the game for Dreamifi.
The troll needs support. It's too easy to just claw that thing at the moment. So you've got to send another Black Orc in there alongside it.
I feel like we're going to get Mr. Destructoid up in front of the Bull. And then we're probably going to get Whoopface to GFI into the gap next to the Troll. It's
Orcs and
very
GFIs.
scary. I'm not saying it's going to go well, and then you've probably got to bring the Wrestler up as well and drop the Agi player back. I don't like any of it, but it's the only position I can see setting up for that's actually going to buy you the fight. Maybe he
had to do that, because if he's committed the Troll, he has to go and support the Troll. Otherwise, you're just putting the Troll to its death.
I mean,
so now it's trickier. Well, now it's trickier for the Chaos Dwarfs to sort of get the shot they want on all of those pieces on the front line. It's not easy to do. So what he probably has to do is take a blitz with a Bull Sentinel and then try and work it out from there.
It's I've just been informed by Sir Sebstar that we have to be aware that he's sending Blood Bowl noobs to this stream. So I figured out why CheeseX was on time.
There's a Hobgoblin right next to the ball. There's I know there's a lot of guard around it, but there is a hobgoblin right there.
Yeah, if things go really awful, he might get a 1 dice.
You're not going to get a 1 dice because of all the guard, but you could uphill the ball.
You could uphill it. I love how Haringzod... Crusader liked that one, and Haringzod completely ignored that one. It shows the levels of professionalism in the casting booth this evening.
I think Haringzod's a nicer person than I am, though, so...
The sign-up's over the left side of the screen. Can I? I can. But then I've got to put the other thing somewhere. You know what? Let's have a look. What I can do for...
Why don't you just shrink the sign-ups counter
so it
fits above and below? Like, underneath the timer, but above the bar.
Or I could just... No. I know I'll move it. It's fine. I'm going to put it here over the ugly-ass bar anyway.
Now, are we considering a wizard here? He's not done anything for about 1 minute and 15 seconds.
It would be an early wizard. I think you're going to have, like... What are you going to do? You're going to fireball? Because, like, if you bolt, the ball's not really scattering to a place where it's going to be that easy to get to for you. And if you're fireballing, you're going to require at least knocking down probably 2, if not 3 of these orcs.
No worries, Stacey. Yeah, this is... I kind of think this might have been almost a wizard bait. Because the thing is, right, if he had pulled a wizard here, it's probably, like, 0 recovery compared to...
Ooh, that's a big... no knockdown there. He needed that Dreamify.
He has got Juggernaut, so he did push the Black Orc back, but it's certainly not doing maybe what he needed to do.
Yeah, but now he can start getting players in a place to actually get a couple of dice against Mr. Destructoid, which would then potentially get some dice on the troll, so...
Yeah, so he's now got a 2 dice
not
on the
the
troll.
end of the world. Yeah.
It might be the end of the world for that guy.
Who needs claw?
Who needs any learned skills? That guy...
Yeah, just roll boxcars.
That's a rookie. He's 2 SPP, should. Mr.
If you get removal here, big trouble.
Yeah, if this troll goes... Hello.
Uh-oh.
Is he taking the air? He got an 8. I would. The Orc front... it's all KOs. So the good news is, there's probably going to be a team in the second half.
Well...
I did say probably.
Yeah.
It's 7 versus 9 on turn 2.
So my question is, do you take the 1 assist dirty player foul against PogChamp?
This is somewhat Dreamify's own fault. Because he's the one who went, let's have a fight.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think you did that too soon.
You can't control the rolls. I get that. I know I'm not going to make the argument that it's his fault that, like, Mongooseisloose rolled amazing, like, block dice and casualty dice and stuff. But ultimately, you went looking for this fight. Right?
There might be a world where, depending on what happens with the rest of this turn, you could maybe sneak most of your team down the left-hand side, and Craigasm may be able to bail him out of this for a score. But you then have to defend the Chorf counter-drive.
I mean, that's what Craigasm does, right? Dream doesn't have a wizard.
Yeah, but do you want to be scoring so early?
I don't think you want to be seeing half your team in the KO box as a bigger argument.
Well, no, this is very true too.
No foul this time.
Would you have taken the foul? 1 assist, dirty player?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's his second best player. And that's enough to be worth fouling.
So I already think we're in a world of you've got to blitz with the Black Orc through that Bull Centaur. You've got to knock him over, and you've got to flood pretty much the whole team with GFIs through that gap.
Thank you, Fiction, for the horse, mate. Welcoming everyone who came in with Fiction. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I feel like he's gone way too aggressive. He went, I want to fight. But he set up in such a way that, actually, it wasn't really him that was doing the fight, and he was doing the being a punching bag. And Mongooseisloose was doing the fighting. And it turns out, when Chorfs hit you in the face and they've got Claw and you're an Orc, he's not the best.
It's not the ideal scenario for you, no.
Like, things that are not the one, all of the above. Yeah, the power apple might end up costing him, though, because there's still a lot of turns and there's a lot of claw. Well, there's enough claw.
Well, yeah. From his perspective, I think one claw is probably more than enough claw.
It's all KOs, Bobby. It turned into a bit of a brawl early. We lost a couple of shafts on turn 1 to KOs, but then this happened. And this guy's been getting fouled basically forever. And
I think his odds of a score on turn 4 are pretty good, actually.
Yeah, but the question isn't, is his odds of a score on turn 4 good? It's, is a score on turn 4 good odds for winning the game?
It doesn't matter. Like, if he doesn't score on turn 4, he ain't scoring at this rate.
This is true. But I'm just thinking from on a macro sense. This guy, he's probably going to get a 3+ dodge out of there. And he really needs to, because he's just going to continue getting assaulted with hobgoblin feet.
He might foul the bowl.
I would like a foul on the ball. From the wrestler guy? Yeah, I wouldn't hurt that. One GFI, and you've got to get this guy out first.
Well, I mean, he can't dodge, so...
I like that reroll. I think he needed to.
Yeah, I think he needs as many players on his feet as he can.
I think I'd foul that ball. It's too valuable. You're down men, and it's a risky proposition. But...
I tell you what, no, ref's not having it.
That's a bad...
Sent off for the stun. Yeah, that's not...
What did he get?
Not what you were looking for.
It was, what, 5/5 on the armor?
Yeah, 5/5 into a 6.
Godlike.
What was that? What was that? Zinj! Thanks to all the admins making this happen. Zinj, thank you very much for the resubmit. 11 months. That's awesome. Cheers, dude. So, half-time intermission for a beer snack reload. Pints on you?
You have about 30 seconds.
Yeah, we'll have probably slightly longer than the Orcs.
The ref doesn't want to be outdone by Clawfoot removals.
Well, I don't think... You know what? Dreamifi hasn't fouled for, like, the entire playoffs. The first time he fouls is in the Super Bowl, and he gets sent off.
When his dirty player's MNG.
It's absolutely, like, peak Dreamifi, really, isn't it?
So, Mongoose needs to force the handoff play to Craigasm and then the score on the next turn.
Which he can do fairly easily.
Right. A statement like, I think this is game on turn 3 of a Blood Bowl match is largely daft.
You know what gets me?
It's also par for the course with the Rebel.
Yeah, but you know what gets me is that he was the one who told us we had to behave ourselves because he was bringing newbies to the stream.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, all right then. Okay, it's game. Let's wrap it up.
All right, boys, turn it off.
We're done.
Larkstar. It's 4 months and a 2-month streak. Thank you, mate, with a resub. I appreciate it. And Pieces of Mine with the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it all, fellas. Thank you. Cthulhu Collectors, it's going to kicks.
He's going for Craigasm here. He's got him as well.
That's a big play, I like that. That was a good shot.
No Apo.
Yeah, you pile on this every day of the week. I'd pile on a KO there. But I'm a horrible, horrible human being. We're aware of this. But I totally would pile on a
that's
KO
been well established.
And the problem is, the throw's stumpy little legs cannot get him to the end.
Yeah, that turn 4 score is looking a little unlikely now, isn't it?
Yeah, no, so I think he can still... By piling on, he's actually given up enough room here to probably allow Dreamifi to get into range to score on turn 5. Probably.
Yeah, because I think the blitz comes from Smork, who smorks his way down into the dirty player.
Well, you got two options. You can put Smork in as a guard play to try and use the lineman to knock a gap through there.
I can't like just going down the sideline past the dirty player. Unskilled, 2 dice with block, probably the best player. Has Super Bowl ever went to kicks? No. Thank God.
Dear God.
And the good news, Rebel fans, Rebel coaches, Rebel everybody, is that no Super Bowl will ever again after tonight, if this goes to kicks, no further Super Bowl will ever go to kicks, because from next season we are implementing the clan overtime rule. So there will be no more kicks in Rebel.
And for those playing at home who don't know the clan overtime rule,
basically, whoever gets the ball in overtime has to score, and if they don't, the defenders win.
There you go. Biggest donation to Rebel wins.
Well, if you donate to Rebel, you're already a winner in my book.
Does that mean no turnovers? No, peace of mind. It just means that if the game goes to turn 24, the defender automatically wins.
How does that make Rebel even more catered to bash teams? Like, I would love to see the data that suggests that, given that we've been studying...
That needs a reroll.
It's going to get one.
But we're struggling here because he just never reroll and he's only got a 1 dice through the dirty player now.
No, it's not hard-coded, Sir Sebstar. He gets the push, which gives him some room to move down the sideline.
This ain't doing it, I don't think.
He's got to follow up. I don't know why he didn't... I don't know. Maybe he's holding back. He's a serious risk. Without reroll? With the ball there?
He's in big trouble. He's in really big trouble here, Dreamifi.
Yeah, this is the epitome of a non-ideal situation, isn't it?
He's a man in a hole reaching for a spade at this point.
But it is his own fault. He entirely brought this upon himself.
This could be a really big turn for the Chorfs too now. They don't have to do an awful lot to
Would
get some hits.
you... No, the thing is, it's not about getting hit. Would you wizard this turn?
Nah, you're pretty comfortable at the moment.
No, but there's a difference, right, between being comfortable and if you put that player down with a wizard, like 5 scatters are good for you. Maybe 6 scatters are good for you right now. Depending on how the rest of your knockdowns go.
The only problem is to stand firm Black Orc.
Not that much of a problem when you've got a Frenzy Juggernaut player. Who's also strength 4.
You don't have a Frenzy Juggernaut player.
Sorry, not a Frenzy. Okay, you've got a Juggernaut player.
You've got one or the other.
Yeah. Frenzy or a Juggernaut player, but I think...
I kind of feel like if he can get through this drive without letting Dreamify score, and he's doing pretty good at that, his Wizard's going to be much better used to him in the second half.
The Wizard... I've just been informed by chat, of course, that wise old information that the threat of the Wizard is better than the Wizard itself, which is Dreamify's mantra, if anything.
Sometimes 100% true as well.
The threat of Dreamify is actually better than Dreamify. No?
He can chain push this... Can he chain push this bull onto the ball? Not quite. Not quite. He can put the Chorf on the ball.
Dreamify's never seen an inducement he didn't enjoy not using. To be fair, most of what it's obscuring is already obscured by the bar anyway, so there's not a lot you're missing. There's an orc there. Who's a hidden orc. Crouching tiger, hidden orc. He's thinking about this. He's trying to figure out if there's a chain push, I think. There is... No, there isn't. No, wait. No, wait. There is, isn't there?
You can chain push the Chorf that's already moved onto it.
No, but can't he chain push the Chorf? If he takes up the spot below the Black Orc, can't he chain push?
No, but you can't take up that spot because there's a lineman there. That was the problem.
What are we dodging with? Are we dodging with the Chorf to get in there? Seems unlikely.
No, I was thinking diagonally.
Uh-oh.
Every time armor breaks is Dreamify now. It must be terrifying.
I don't think you pilot. I don't think... Well, it's a KO. You stay on your feet.
Yeah, I think you're marking the ball carrier. You definitely stay on your feet.
Yeah. No, but it was what I'm saying. Like, even if I was a stun, I don't think I'd be piling on. I think I'd just be happy to sit there.
Everyone's having lots of fun with the focus messages. To be fair, they're kind of pointless in a channel this small because I read everything anyway. But keep having fun with them. Yeah, this is... How do you score?
But you don't.
Not this turn.
Yeah, but that window of actually scoring at all is rapidly escaping.
Well, there's only 6 orcs left.
Lumi, thank you for the sub there, mate. I really appreciate it.
This situation is exactly why I wasn't a fan of the wizard. I think Mongoose is in a good situation here to stop Dreamifi from even scoring on his own drive, then going into the second half with a wizard and receiving the ball.
The only reason I was suggesting it, of course, was that there's stopping him from scoring is nice. Being able to set up a counter score, I would argue, is nicer.
I mean, it's not even about setting up a counter score. There's no orcs to stop you at this point.
The question is, I mean, the both of them... We've seen Dreamifi very much be happier on defense. I think...
Well, he couldn't be much less happy on defense. You need a team.
No, but I'm saying, but we have... Assuming they wake back up, obviously it's an assumption. At least he has...
No, but remember, he's only going to get one roll if he doesn't score. So he needs to score to get the team back. But he doesn't have the team to get the score.
He's in a catch-22.
That old catch-22 chestnut.
But my argument is, we have seen Dreamifi is a much more confident player on defense. We've seen that.
Yeah, no, sure, but like you can't discount the fact that if he doesn't score this drive, as Zord says, he only gets the one roll, and like
there was
just he gets what, 2 back.
There was no chain push on the bull, just for the record. You needed to make a 5+ dodge, 6+ dodge with a player to make that possible. There was no chain push because this lineman was stopping it.
No, from above, with the dirty player. The dirty player was on his feet. The dirty player could have pushed the orc lineman into the downed bull if you filled up the spots behind the black orc and pushed the bull onto the ball for 2 dice.
But who was making the other block?
There was no other block. You only needed one block. Because all the players were in such a dog pile that Gok's evil ball could punch its Boshi time down and then down and across. You can't look at it now because we're too far along.
Well, I'm going to go back and look at it.
You do that.
Because I can.
Gok's evil ball punching a lineman.
Yeah, I'm just...
Probably needs to re-roll this.
I want you to do it honestly, not because I'm being like funny or snotty with you, but genuinely because I think that was the play, and now I'm questioning myself. See, he also really, really needs its Boshi time to do a 4-up here, which he just did, and a 3-up. That's actually probably made it impossible for the bull to get round. What a play from...
I mean, it's also sent the ball much deeper into his own half again.
No, he's definitely playing the, okay, I'm probably not going to score, but at least you're not player.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think Mongoose will be too phased by that. He's going to receive the ball and probably have a numbers advantage.
I am just popping back in here to say that I will retire from Blood Bowl streaming if there was a chain push to get that bull onto the ball. Right. I won't stream anymore if that's on. I'm that confident there is no chain push.
See, now I'm really worried that we're going to lose Harry's.
That's a big call. Yeah, hey, to be fair though, it's not like you can threaten the same thing. You only stream like 3 times a season.
Yeah, but it's quality, not quantity, which is something you've never quite figured out. You want to play that game?
Somebody fired it. Jesus, that's harsh.
Yeah, that's really rude. Jesus, Annabelle.
Well, the first thing you'd have to do is make a 5+ or 6+ dodge, but yes.
Are we saying like reasonable chain push?
To be fair, if you're the Choffs, you don't need to do anything but punch orcs because it's all going swimmingly for you as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, well, it's exactly right. Like Dreamify saying, well, at least he's not scoring is really the smallest of consolation prizes for Dreamify right now.
Yeah, at least the Chorf didn't score is not what you want to be hearing when half your team's KO'd and you didn't score on your own drive.
Exactly.
And they've still got a wizard, and they're about to pile on your best player. Second best player.
He goes up and down. Ooh.
Nothing doing.
Sigh of relief.
I guess we're going to keep arguing about this impossible chain push because there was no player to make the goddamn push. There was no other players.
You're looking from it from the wrong angle. There was a player. It was the dirty player who was stood up because he only got pushed on the Orc 1 dice. You're looking from the bottom rather than the top.
What do you mean I'm looking from the bottom rather than the top? What are you talking about?
I think Metal's talking about using the dirty player to make the block to push
Yeah, the
someone
dirty
into
player
place.
had to make the block. He did make the block.
But he made the block too late.
He did... Okay.
Charlie from Always Sunny with a red string pinboard.
There's,
yeah,
there's
exactly
nothing in the
what he did
Kaz
right now.
boxes. Oh, no, there is. There's a sent-off. There's a sent-off guy. But, my god, there are a lot of chaos.
Right, for the 1000th time, that chain push play is impossible using the dirty player to block without making a 5 or 6 plus
That's
dodge.
fine. I never said it was... Like, I'm not the one who threatened to retire if it didn't
Because
happen.
what happens is that you push the line orc into the Chorf, and then the Chorf has to fill the gap. You can't push the bull.
No, but you move... Is it a dodge to move a player up to fill the gap below the Black Orc?
It cannot be done.
Great British Bake Off.
Hey, I'm actually... Don't forget, like, pieces of mind. I'm actually a house husband, like, and full-time father. I can bake. Yeah, I think Zord might be unequipped for this combat.
Nah. After Zord's Christmas party, he
And the reason it cannot be done is because he knocked out the orc because he's got too much claw pom. That's why it wasn't possible.
Yeah, this is not a scoring drive from Dreamify.
He's got
right
too
now.
much claw pom. Was one of those things that very few Chorf coaches have ever lamented. I have so much trouble explaining this, I'm not keeping a straight face. Do you think anyone's triggered? Zord is playing up, and I'm just enjoying winding Zord up. And, yeah, it's just the runaway tactic with the ball right now. He might get run down, but I don't know.
To be fair, it is an Agi 4 thrower who can pass to a movement 8 and, movement 8 blitzer with Agi 4. So,
Assuming the
it's not out of the realm of
movement 8
possibility.
blitz is not going to get chin next turn.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if he stays on his feet, it's not out of the realm of possibility that Dreamify scores.
Yeah, I
so
feel
Mongoose
like...
does need to be careful about that line of play. But...
I feel like he's not going in the wrong direction, Viking Cop. I feel like this is genuinely a play to try and bait Mongoose into chasing him with the bulls and allowing him that vague glimmer of a pass play to Craigasm, which we would all love to see and Mongoose fans would hate to see. But it would be...
I mean, Agi 4 to Agi 4, like, you get a reroll on the pass, like... It's not a terrible, line of play.
It's not the worst option he's got.
Well, one might argue it's his only real option he's got, to be honest.
It genuinely depends on what happens on this next short turn, I think.
I think Mongoose has to respect that potential line of play and has to knock down Craigasm, or at least just keep pushing him back into his own half.
I think Zord's build.
That threat for retirement.
Zord, are you still with us?
I'm still here.
I thought you'd fallen asleep. Oh.
Nah.
Just got a ping on Discord, went to tab out to it, and then Discord tried to make me go live on Discord. I'm like, I've got OBS, I'm fine, thanks. Cheers, dudes, but I think I'll use the actual streaming software.
Oh, there's the knockdown.
He's quickly searching for a recipe. See, that's exactly what he needed to stop the pass player from becoming a thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, the Blitz Craigasm can get up and get in position next turn, but then you've also got to avoid getting knocked down next turn.
How is he getting any? What position is he getting into that isn't just? I mean, that helps.
Blitz to the ground.
That helps a ton. That because now he can just do 2+ dodge through.
Well, now he can just be foul as well.
Yeah.
I think I would foul Craigasm in this situation. It's Dreamifi's only scoring chance, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's going to move some bodies in, isn't he? And he's really
a two assist foul, dirty player.
This is a 3 assist. The BullCanoe's coming in as well. He's not. He's going off the ball. Yeah, this is bad news, Bears. Like he might still get scored on here.
Chorfs are a balanced team, aren't they?
There is a
fair
player.
And balanced.
If this dirty player moves forwards, there is a player, but it's literally I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna go metal. That's a goddamn awful player. But the play is a 4+ dodge from Smork, double GFI up to the right, and then a pass play to him.
That's done pretty much. Pretty much guarantees that Dreamifi's not scoring, right?
Without rerolls, I think he could.
He can make a lineman play, like a miracle lineman play, to try and put that lineman in scoring range.
That lineman has 4+3+ before.
You can take a 1 dice with the Black Orc. And yeah, of course it's going to get run down. Or take this 2 dice, which gives him a 3+ out.
He's just not getting any real removal. Other than that first turn, he's got nothing.
Well, he's not really been in a position where he's been able to like get the support and the numbers in to get the removals.
The only thing that can stop him is the bull. He's going for the corner. I think you need to GFI that. You need to be in the corner.
Into the corner, yeah.
He did the 4+ and then failed the 3+, because of course he did.
I don't understand why he did the 4+3+ when he just made the play to make it only a 3+.
Yeah. I think he wanted the distance.
Ah, man, I just want to surf the thrower, but...
I wouldn't bolt that. I think he's fine with 0-0.
He doesn't need to bolt it at this point. No, it's pointless.
Yeah, no, he'd be 100%. He'd be 100% fine.
I mean,
with
this is
right
kind
now.
of a punt, isn't it?
Meh. Thing is, though, like, Mongoose is not going to be too concerned.
That's not what you want, is it?
Actually, he's probably okay with that because I don't think anyone can get to it. Yeah, that throw is perfect for him because it's close enough to upset the Chorfs because they can see the ball.
No. It's
hadn't...
turn 7 for Mongoose. He can absolutely get that ball.
Yeah, it really is. Damn, I thought it was turn 8. Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, no, yeah. This is either a score for Mongoose, but again, like Mongoose is probably fine with it going 0-0 in the second half anyway.
Well, I mean, there's not. If you get a bad set of KO rolls here, there's not going to be an Orc team.
That's exactly right. He's not going to be unhappy with how things are going at all. I wouldn't imagine. What is that? 5 KOs?
Yeah.
Averages say what? 2 come back? Plus the 3 on the in the reserve box, one of which is a goblin. Like, come on. I think I would have fouled again on Craigasm, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, you can't get an Orc within the same postcode as the ball.
No.
No, you really can't. I just don't know what to say, to be honest. I think it's a case of let's all shut our eyes at half-time and really, really, really hope that some Orcs wake up. Otherwise, this is probably already done.
So it's a 75% to score, isn't it? And then there might be a GFI involved or two.
75? Can't you do it with a hop?
Oh, yeah.
Well, 1 in 9?
Yeah, it's even better, isn't it?
Because let's face it, this is the Super Bowl. You don't care about where your SPP goes. You care about winning the game.
Pile on that. Nothing doing.
The one thing that Dreamifi has going for him is that the actual damage has been fairly low. But that's a pickup. That's a score. That is Mongoose going up 1-0. This is not nearly as big as Hippie versus Infinite Pink in terms of blowout. That one was, you know, we don't like to call games over early, but Hippie versus Infinite Pink was pretty much done on turn 4.
It was the rock onto Pink's best player on turn 0, wasn't it?
And then, like, on his drive, losing like 4 players on turn 2.
So there's going to be some very important carrier rolls.
Well, the entire game rests on some 4+s here.
And we're going to get... Oh my word, we got him! Like, in spades. Actually, Dreamify is up men going into the second half.
Well, we got a game, boys. And girls.
I did call this, that Dreamify is captain defense, not captain offense. But, he's up men.
I mean, he's down a touchdown, kicking the ball, and facing a wizard.
Yeah, but...
Still a lot of work ahead of him.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Look, let's not criticise the Goblin too much because this could have been worse. Let's take what we've been given here.
I mean, it's still one more player than Mongooseisloose has got, which is something.
This is the greyest timeline.
And you know what? When he throws that Goblin with the troll to get a touchdown out of nowhere, because the Chorfs fail their pickup on a 1 in 36, you don't know what's coming.
Now, obviously, we do have to point out that yes, we're all happy that we got some Orcs back, but 3 of them are about to get claw-palmed.
Yeah, we've got Orcs for now. Whether we've got Orcs in a bad turn. These are temporary Orcs. Why am I getting blamed for that? I didn't roll no dice.
I mean,
snipe the ball carrier.
Streaming the game, Metal, you know, you get blamed for everything.
Stacey, he's going to snipe the ball carrier, remove it, not get armor broken, stand up and pick up the ball. 100%. And the Chorfs won't have set up for it. They'll have put all of the team right at the front of the pitch to do their Russian LOS offense, and everyone's going to be blown away by the 1000 IQ Dreamify player of Goblin.
If anybody ever needed a blitz, it's Dreamify right now.
He does, doesn't he?
Yep.
He needs the world's shortest kick into a blitz he can get Craigasm underneath. Predicting that players are about to get piled on in this matchup is... I'm going to call it low-hanging fruit, Sir Sebstar. I'm calling that one low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, and always remember, never be not piling on.
From Papanasti's mouth to God's ears.
So it's this old question again, isn't it? Of do I push for the 2-0 quickly, or
how quick do I go? Do I try and hang around? Do I... What do I do? You've got a wizard, so I think just putting one in just wins you the game at this point.
That's
yeah, so it would be somewhat likely.
5-man fireball just to assert dominance. That Goblin is in a weird spot. He's like, sorry boys, the Goblin's going to cover us. It's fine. The Orcs are going, I don't think that's the one, boss.
He's protecting people, Metal. He's fulfilling his destiny.
That Goblin is literally a blade of armor.
Yep.
That'll be the stuff that's designed to break when they get shot. It's not good to be a blade of armor.
Yeah, no, you never want to be it, but being behind a blade of armor is always okay.
Orcs have been known to actually strap goblins onto the front of their vehicles to work in a similar fashion in Warhammer 40k. If anyone's up on their law, they've done that before.
I mean, let's face it, even if they didn't think it worked that way, they'd still probably do it anyway.
So here we go.
It's not a blitz. It's chaining with an ice on both drives, so Weather staying out of it, to be honest. Weather wants no part in this result.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan when the kickoff events don't really influence the game.
I know, but Dreamifi really needed a kickoff event to influence this game.
Oh yeah.
Let's be realistic for a moment.
For one person, it's not exactly great. For the other, you know, in general, overall.
This is also true. However, I do love that Orc technology in 40k is literally powered by their belief that it works.
It's because they're all very weak psychers.
See, you say very weak like it's a bad thing.
No, it's like...
Hang on, goes without claw here.
Typical, isn't it? Hmm.
I'll get the troll down. And the troll's never had the best of armor anyway.
Oh, good God. Oh!
Oh, Jesus!
He'll be resident sleeping for a good long time, and he's not getting back from that. He dead.
Nuff will take the wheel.
Well, there's no goblin toss. Play.
Well, that just removes that line of play.
So one of the sources of defense that Dreamifi fans were waiting for, they're going to be waiting a while.
I mean, the Gobbo can still make plays, right?
I find myself in one of those positions where I'm just like, I just don't know what to say anymore. This is brutal. Oh, good God. Stop breaking armor. Oh, he's killed as well. Pretty sure he just walked... Oh, it's Boshy Dam. That's the guy that can dodge most of the time.
Well, he didn't dodge that.
Dodge that.
Yeah. Yeah. I did say most of the time.
So, the Orcs outnumber them, do they?
They did. For
a
brief, glorious, fleeting moment of happiness.
For literally that opening LOS hits.
He has to hit some of these hobgoblins now. Like he has to. Or the only chance he's got is if he can just somehow get a numbers advantage and then see what happens. But
his other choice is to punch the claw and pray that Mighty Blow can get through armor 9.
No,
but that's a really bad choice.
It's not the game-winning choice, I would imagine, no.
I mean, yeah, he has to pray it happens repeatedly, but... This is very much Mongoose's game now.
What do you mean, now?
Yeah, I mean, now. As in, at this point.
Not realistically changed from the first half. It was a temporary rebalancing of the scales.
No, but I'm saying, now that we've settled that first turn, it's now very much his game. The one turn that Dreamifi needed to go very, very well to kind of give him a chance to regroup and like set himself back up and make a counter-attack was that going badly for Mongoose. It didn't, so now it's very much his drive. It's very much his game as opposed to just his drive. As opposed to the first drive having been good. We're in a really good spot for him now. You knew exactly what I meant. Stop being annoying.
Well, no, I'm not. I don't think you could, I think you could say it was going well for him when he managed to stop the Orcs from scoring on the last drive. Now it's just the icing on the cake. He's got the ball. He's up 1-0. He's got a wizard in pocket. This is him slowly choking the life out of these Orcs.
Yeah, I can't see a way that Dreamifi can turn this around now. I don't know what he can do anymore. I'd love to be able to like predict this incredible out of nowhere, you know, game-winning play, but he's just not the team for that. You don't pick Orcs when you need
game-winning play.
a miracle.
It's going to be Agi 4s, yeah.
Get Guardian to protect the Goblin. No.
You mean use Goblin to protect everybody else?
I'm pretty sure we don't use Guard to protect the Goblin. Not just the best Orc team in the league, the best Orc team in the league's... the most successful Orc team in the league's history.
Successful doesn't necessarily mean best, though, so...
It's easy to argue that if you've got a Super Bowl finalist place, you're probably one of the best teams.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there are better looking Orc teams out there.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you can't play them.
Well, I mean, just saying, like, successful does not necessarily equate to best.
I mean, it depends, again, what like, point your argument best comes from.
Isn't that what successful means? Wouldn't most successful mean best?
People do tend to point to, like, the Patriots as one of the best NFL teams of all time, right? And that's because they win a lot. I'm led to believe.
Yeah, but I'm like saying, like, I'm just saying, like, you can, like, I think you could find a better looking Orc team in the Rebel.
Yeah, but does it matter?
Doesn't necessarily mean they've got a better coach, but
yeah, I know pieces. I know. I was staying clear of that one on cast, but yeah, I'm no fan of the Patriots, mate. You know, I was using them as an example because I can't exactly use my Vikings, can I? I'd like to.
How's that working out for you?
We're doing all right this season. We're second in the North, so that's good. Sadly, we're second to the Packers, which is not good by default, but you know, we're getting there.
Why is he going forward? Because he wants to score. Like, if he puts this game to 2-0, this game, at that point, I think you go, is done.
There's another KO, because we haven't seen many of those. Root for the Bills tomorrow. Who are the Bills playing? Because we've got the Packers on Christmas Eve, and Pats. Yeah, all right. I'll cheer against the Pats any day of the week. The only team I won't support against them would be the Packers. Are we really bringing up the best team in Rebel? To be fair, we're not bringing up the best team in Rebel. We're bringing up the best Orc team in Rebel. Has an Orc team ever held the best team in Rebel title, Spoonie? The best team in Rebel is Ragedorf. Haringzod, are you aware of this?
Yeah, I've read the article.
Do you agree with the article?
It's not about agreeing with the article. That's how it works.
No, you're still allowed an opinion.
Not on this one, you're not.
No, it's not No, have you read the article? It's not an opinion-based thing.
Yeah, it's science. It's science.
Yeah, all right.
Empirical evidence and whatnot.
He skipped the Lions because the Lions are even bad at being acknowledged pieces. He's just going after the bull. I don't know. I guess. Do you pile this on? Like, literally right in front of the dirty player? I think he's followed, so he probably is.
No, I don't think you do.
But isn't that why it's brilliant, Spoonie?
I mean, I thought that's why you did it, Spoonie, to be honest.
Spoonie didn't do it.
Who did the article?
It was Dwiggy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Dwiggy and Arctic
Yeah,
South.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. There you go.
Man, we're cranky today. Am I cranky or is everyone else cranky?
You're just tired. You're just tired, and this match isn't keeping you awake.
Yeah, it's like you got no reason to be cranky, mate.
True that.
I don't know. I somewhat feel like when you see a Super Bowl final, that goes so very, very wrong, so very, very quickly. You sat here going,
questions, doesn't it?
You sat here going, it's about to be midnight. We've only been live for an hour. We're on turn 11. We're probably not going to see overtime. I mean,
what do they say? A quick game's a good game.
Not when it's the Super Bowl. These are one of those ones that you kind of want to hang around a bit. Yeah, and Chiefs are winning, which is always a bad sign.
And it's not the ideal scenario, no.
Oh my god.
Speaking of...
Claws are really good skill.
Yeah.
But I can't get away from... and I don't want to victim blame here, but I can't get away from the fact that this is all Dreamifi's fault.
Well, it is to an extent. But I do think that the claw has rolled a POW
fairly regularly.
Like every time. And then every time it's been the instant animation into removal. Like, we're not seeing stuns here.
Yeah, this is true. There's been a lot of removals. At what point do you, like, throw your Agi 4 thrower at the ball?
Throw the goblin at it.
Yeah.
It's 3+, right?
I mean, the goblins get just as good odds, right?
Well, if you get on the back...
But the goblins got better odds. Because you make it an uphill anyway, because there's guard on the...
No, you can make it without guard. If you come from the back of the cage...
Yeah, but the thrower can't make it.
He can. 4, 5,
he's
2
just
GS5s.
quick enough.
I don't think that's a tactic, is there? That's not going to win you the game, and he's here to win the game. There's not much of a game left to win, unfortunately, but... He's got more KOs than pushes. Yeah, I think he kind of has. See, I kind of... feel like he's finally doing that thing we talked about, which was sniping.
Oh, we got one the other way. There we go.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's kind of doing that thing we've been talking about earlier when we were talking about the teams in review, of what his strategy would be, which was sniping the hobgoblins. He's just kind of started it on turn 11.
Yeah, there's only 7 orcs left, and one of them's a goblin, and the other one's a thrower.
And they barely count.
Yeah, it's a struggle at this point, isn't it? And there's still a wizard.
Yeah, I don't see a world short of Mongooseisloose picking up every single dice for the next 4 turns and rolling a 1. That'd probably do him in.
Well, it's possible. It's improbable.
At this point, it's more likely he hands off to an orc.
Yeah, I mean, it's the odds on that happening. There's probably bigger odds of Mongooseisloose tossing the ball to the thrower to make it a sport, and then just running him down with the ball center anyway because he's not very fast.
Yeah, he likes to hunt.
But you can't take it away from him. Like, as much as he's had really good luck, let's be honest, it's not his fault. He's taken...
Well, no, like the strategy was always going to be the Chiefs win if they remove the orcs. And I think the problem is the Dreamifi has pretty much just played straight into that strategy.
Yeah.
Because he just went and based all the Chiefs. Which, contrary to that popular meme, is not always what you want to do.
Hey, look at that. A claw hit that didn't do anything.
Yeah, that player got punched by Claw and he's not
Well,
dead.
he has pushed him into another one, to be fair, so we got round 2 coming up.
Well.
If he survives both these claws, I think Mongoose is going to have to pause and ring cyanide and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, reevaluate everything.
Oh no, he's double skulled.
Reroll in overtime format.
Yeah, it's okay. He's kind of winning the game. Do you just pile on in front of all 4 remaining orcs over here? Like, this isn't a Sir Dominance pile on. This is a, you're not going to foul me because there's 4 of you. But he's got a goblin, so he might foul him. I'd foul him with the goblin at this point.
I mean, yeah. At this point, you may as well, right?
He could actually make the dive not through tackle this time with the goblin.
That's, yeah. Can he get a player up to assist to negate? He needs to negate at least 1 assist. And he can't really use the throw because that's his miracle recovery. He's holding the line, but it's holding the line is he's losing by inches, right?
Well, I mean, holding the line's irrelevant at this point. Like, he's already lost the game. If he holds the line and doesn't let the chorfs through, he's still lost.
Don't you love
well,
him?
we've got the hobgoblin. So it's tit for tat at the moment. But the problem is that there's still more chorfs than there are orcs.
Yeah, by a fairly large amount. Don't you just love when Blood Bowl like rebalances itself to try and make it look balanced by tossing you a couple of Kaz on the last couple of turns?
Yeah.
Oh look,
Makes it look a little more fair.
you did Kaz him. It's fine. It's like, oh, not really. There's not much about this. It's fine. Oh god, he's going in.
There's a foul coming here, is there?
Yeah, he's gone in so he can foul from in front of the rookie with the goblin. Because he needed to negate the assist to not make it a -1.
Needs removals.
Yeah, that was a good job.
Yeah.
At least the ref didn't call him this time.
I think the ref might be feeling a little bad for Dreamifi.
It's a bit late.
Punch and throw an assist, punch goblin. Blitz from the ground. Or just move Cage across the field and...
Uh-oh. Don't like where this is going.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, don't like where that's going.
That's a niggled goblin. He's dead.
Yeah. And then you look at the casualty box and you realise what the problem is for Dreamifi.
He keeps getting casualties.
Yeah. But the thrower is next.
Not picked up 4 SPP in casualties today. He's done quite a bit of work. Hold on, Kappa.
Yeah, knock down here. Instant armor break.
Instant dead.
Oh my days! I have often been known to say the only good orc thrower is a dead orc thrower, but not like this.
Are we potentially watching a orc reroll here?
Yeah, this team would be going to Division 1, right?
You would think so with this deep run.
Yeah. And no, that's... I mean, this is just a chorf team just chorfing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the plan with the chorfs isn't really much more elegant than punch face.
And I'm not trying to belittle Mongoose's inevitable achievement here in becoming Rebel champion.
Chorfs.
But because he had the good sense to open the sign-up sheet and select Chaos Dwarfs.
But hear me out, right? If we wanted to get a massive sign-up drive, what if after this season our response to this game was we're going to ban Chaos Dwarves?
I'd be fine with that. Can we ban dwarves as well while we're at it? Just get rid of all the dwarves.
Well,
my god, he's
here
off.
Here goes Craigasm. Here he goes, boys. He's in.
Oh, he fails the GFI because, of course, he fails the GFI. Look at Halls for a 28-month sub streak. Jesus Christ, this is a good time to come in, but he got a push pow. He got one of the 2 dice he needed.
Shame he had to use the reroll, right?
Oh. But of course he fails the GFI because on players like that, you always fail the easy bit.
The question here is: do you want to fail the GFI? Do you want to GFI out and fail that? Hopefully, go to the ground, or
what? You mean so you get gang fouled into the claw pond?
Well, are you going to get gang fouled?
Probably.
With what? Like the rookie choff?
Does it matter? At this point, he could foul with the ball carrier and not lose the game.
I suppose this is true.
You just claw the remaining good chaff, and then that'll be that.
It is. It's not. It was. I was going to say at the start of the game, this would be a hard Orc team to give up on if you had to quit the team. But now it's down to like 2.
Now?
I mean, you've lost your Blodge guard Black Orc, who's great and 12 SPP away from stand firm. You've lost your Agi4 thrower. You've lost your guard Troll, which is kind of whatever, but it's still not.
It
nice.
is a shame because I know that Dreamifi was actually delighted at the achievement that he felt he'd made in getting back to Division 1.
Yeah, he was definitely looking forward to it from what I'd heard him say as well. So, he might. I mean, it's 2 blitzers down. You've got no thrower anymore. You've got no. You're missing a Black Orc. You've got no Troll anymore. Like,
I mean, the dead Troll arguably makes the team better.
No, because you kind of need. Yeah, the hippie one was about 45 minutes. This.
Yeah, that was a quick
as
game.
bad as you think this is. This isn't as bad as Bleeding Hippie versus Infinite Pink.
The Orc's okay!
Is he still... He didn't pile on.
He didn't get piled on.
And that was the niggled one.
He showed
is
Mercy.
Mercy being shown.
Someone check if Mongooseisloose is feeling
Outrageous.
okay, or if he's let a family member play that turn.
Uh-oh.
This breaks armor, I swear to God.
Foul was a bull. Foul was a bull. Foul was a bull.
Why not?
Well, to be fair, Mr. Christie, they've also got a niggled goblin now, so they don't have a goblin either.
Yeah,
And again, a lot of people will make the argument the dead thrower also makes the team better.
not when it's Agi 4. I did say this. An Agi 4 Orc thrower is a good Orc thrower.
A stat up Orc thrower tends to be worth keeping, yeah.
Probably not necessarily strength.
No, strength 4 ball carrier is still pretty decent.
Yeah, it's expensive though. For a player that doesn't really get to use his strength. And did you just shorten decent to dece?
I did.
I'll allow that.
I don't want to ever do that again.
Well, too bad for you.
No, I didn't say you couldn't. I just said I don't want you to.
Well,
So,
I mean,
we're at, I
when
think
do I ever do anything you want me to, Metal?
Oh God.
we're at a point here where, like, the three of us will usually be doing our best to try and keep the entertainment, keep people believing that there might something be on here. And I just don't have it in me. It's just not happening, is it?
It's right. People might be thinking, "Oh, they're not very good casters, are they? Because they're not really talking about the game." But like, this is the hardest kind of game to cast. Like, it might be super enjoyable for chat because they get to shout F every time there's a casualty, and it gets them all riled up, and they're a bit of blood, and everyone's like, "Oh, some dead players," and everyone loves a bit of that. But honestly, like, as a caster, this is the worst kind of game to cast because what can we talk about? Like, oh,
I'll tell you what
Dreamifi
we could
got
talk
a
about.
Player murdered again.
We could talk about the stupid chain push play in the first half.
It's really upset you, hasn't it?
No,
I can tell Aringzod's not had it. No,
Hang on, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Just to send a message. Like, he was making a break to try and be a scoring threat in case something went wrong. And he's like, no. None of that. None of that.
It's funny because like it's the games where they're one-sided like this that are difficult to cast. It's also those games where nothing happens that are also
I mean, what
somewhat difficult to
truly has happened in this game?
Well, there's like 4 dead orcs.
Yeah, no, but that's not a whole lot. That's just some block dice were thrown. And
Did I say 4 dead orcs? Because it might... That's a KO.
Pile on. Pile on.
Show no mercy. What?
Well, I mean, this rookie Chorf's on the verge of a level now, isn't he? So,
I think, yeah. Do we?
Can we see the Super Bowl pitch clear?
We haven't had one of those before, have we? We've gotten close.
We've had pitch clears in the playoffs, just not the Super Bowl, as far as I can remember.
Every now and again, Claw will just win you a game.
This is very true.
But then again, right, as much as you'll see it and you'll look at this match and go, Clawpom's just overpowered, right? The amount of times it won't win you a game, and then you get exposed because you're just that guy that leans on Clawpom. And actually, when it doesn't work, it's not just bad luck, it's just average dice equaling up, because it's not supposed to
interrupt. There's a removal.
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah, so we're down to 2 orcs. It's the best 2 orcs.
Yeah, but
I re-roll this. I think it's worth a go for the pitch clear. There you go.
Didn't get it. I mean, to be fair, how are you getting a pitch clear unless Craigasm runs to you?
Well, he might just do that. Who knows?
Just stay down, Craigasm. Stay down.
No, I agree with my stage. I think Dreamifi got himself into a fight that he didn't think in the first. And the positioning of all the guard and whatnot on the Chorfs and everything. He got himself into a fight, and then the Chorf sort of went, right, well, okay, now we can take more than one claw. What you want to do is you want to restrict him to 1 claw hit per turn. You need to reduce the number of claw hits that are coming in.
Yeah, when Dreamify went, let's have a fight, Mongoose went, are you sure? Alright then. Because having a fight, turns out, was hugely in his favour.
And like, what happened? So to try and stop the dirty player from fouling his player, he went and based a Black Orc against it, gave up a block, which pushed him into a claw hit, which removed the Black Orc. And this is like turn 1 for the Chorfs. And then we had another claw blitz, which removed an Orc. So,
and don't forget, he still got the foul.
And then he still made the foul, didn't he? So, hang on, hold the phone.
He's off, lads.
Yeah. Orc GFIs.
Yeah, no. Has he got the range? He's going to make it 2-0 here, isn't he?
Yeah, he can just casually walk in. Thanks to his movement 7.
Oh, as everyone's... Hang on, he's going the long way here. What's he doing? It's turn 16. What are you doing?
Oh, please don't run this in. The great meme. This would be a great meme.
Would it? I mean, it's not like the Orcs can do anything.
It'd be great.
He could snake this GFI into dead ball carrier. That would be a way to
snake the GFI into the ball going out, up the
into
field.
The hands of Craigasm.
In fact, no, it'd have to go.
Oh God, he's not scored.
Snaking the play would have been snaking the GFI into the ball going out. Down
now,
the pitch this way.
Is this not the chorfiest thing you've ever seen? We are foregoing a touchdown to try and get another casualty.
He's foregoing a touchdown because he doesn't want to get blocked on the line of scrimmage by 2 Orcs.
What is this? What is this madness?
It's just a stun. PogChamp is fine.
Well, what a note to end season 12 on. I'd say paddles at the ready. Because the BullCanoe have done it.
Congratulations to Mongooseisloose. And let's be super honest. We don't want to feel like we were talking bad about him or dogpiling or anything. But it is fairly easy to not be behind Chorfs, and it's even easier to not be behind Chorfs that have just absolutely wiped the floor with the other team, without the other team really getting a look in.
30 armor breaks in a game that didn't go to overtime. And 14 removals and 3 kills.
Can we talk about the fact that 30 armor breaks came out of 36 blocks?
Jesus.
And obviously, stuff like fouling and piling on and stuff throws those numbers somewhat weirdly because of how Blood Bowl 2 records them. But that's still, on paper, 36 blocks throwing and 30 armor breaks.
And as Zod said, the game didn't go to OT, so like that's a fairly high attrition rate.
I don't know if I've ever seen 30 armor breaks in a non-overtime match. That's a crazy number, and it's a shame that we want as much as possible. We want the final to be a big sort of spectacular affair, and it's all drama till the last turn. And Blood Bowl's not like that. That's why you appreciate the finals like that when you get them.
I would have Dream if I was streaming it. I don't even want to know what was happening on that stream, but I assume swearing. I was almost swearing for him, and I'm not allowed on a cast to swear on this cast, so yeah.
It is 4 in a row for REL.
It is.
Maybe they'll start challenging themselves and not playing Chorfs quite so much. We'll see.
To be fair, it is only the first REL Chorf coach that's won.
Yeah, well, I was joking, but...
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe they just need to not play Claw for a while.
I'm trying to find a humour in what is a fairly funeral atmosphere in here.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I suppose Dreamifi does have a few weeks over Christmas. You can play some Christmas cracker games, figure out what he's going to do with his team, have some fun. There's a lot of... I don't know. At least the pressure's over. Zod, make a joke. Say something funny.
Well, you just brought up Christmas cracker, so now I'm just going to go and drink some more whiskey or something. Because we got dudes playing 9 games a day in that. It's crazy. Like, I'm trying to keep up the best I can, but I've also been away for 2 days. So, but yes, Merry Christmas, everyone.
At least everyone's
now.
enjoying it, right? Like, that's a good thing. People are enjoying the Christmas cracker.
Indeed. Ho, ho, ho.
Close match team analysis. All right, then.
Merry Chorfmas.
Let's have a look. Where, if the game is confirmed...
Team analysis, there's some Chorfs, and there's basically an Orc team.
Is it?
I said basically.
I think I'm on page 5. Well, no, that's Mongoose. Page 4, Dreamifi, I think. There they are. They're down to 1530. They trimmed about 450 TV off of them. 430 TV?
There you go. Not giving up inducements anymore.
He's not giving up much.
This is an Orc team if you were to buy the box that GW makes.
Is it? No, there's not. 2 throws in the box.
Oh, actually, there's... Oh, well, I mean, just make one alignment. I guess there's not 3 Black Hawks in the box either, is there?
I don't know if it's enough, though, to be competitive in G-Man 1.
I do like the idea of a Ripper Ball season.
Ripper Ball. Whereas...
yeah, it's not... You're right, it's not an REL 1 team because it's a G-Man 1 team. But regardless...
I did say G-Man 1.
I'm talking to chat.
Okay. I was like, you made me question myself. I was like, did I just... No. Yeah,
Dreamifi, you got a bit unlucky there, mate.
Yeah, he's only got stuff like Jimmy and Sean Mann and Sage. What else is going on in... Yeah, someone said he's fine in G-Man 1 because it's G-Man 1. I was like...
G-Man 1 is going to be a weird one next season anyway because we've had so many rerolls that Gerber's Brett's might be up there.
Oh, God.
So... it's not just the rerolls from Division 1. Everyone who was due to be promoted from Division 2 has just been their teams.
Yeah, rip Dreamifi. I don't know what to say about that game other than Chorfs are really good when Claw works.
And it's been a run for Mongoose, hasn't it? Because remember that he was a 2+ from Swag Tusk away from being nowhere near this match.
Don't forget also...
yeah, that game was insane.
When we come to talk about Mongoose, is that last season he was in the Challenger Cup and he took on Donkey Dragon and got Donkey Dragoned with this very team.
BullCanoe or BullCanoe, they're the team from the EuroLeague, right?
Yeah.
The Eurogaming stuff. So he's done quite well.
Yeah, it's quite a storied team for a Chorf team, which is interesting.
The remarkable thing has been, like, again, there's been so many situations where he was right on the verge, and it's not like it would have been a crazy dice roll for him to just be out. So the Swagtusk game, the first match, the whole base the Chorf meme was BullCanoe. And their opponent in that one not basing a Chorf that they needed a base to stop a chain push play. And then obviously, even when Swagtusk doesn't make that 2+ roll, there's a Hobgoblin that still needs to make like a 4+4+3+2+ just to get a 1 dice on the ball, has to knock the ball down, and also requires an armor break and gets it.
Yeah, it was that match in particular was just incredible to watch.
And it's one of those things, isn't it, where as much as this game, you can try to influence things as much as you can, and that's what separates the good coaches from the bad ones. But sometimes it's just your season.
Well, it's only been, you say your season. I want to direct you to the stats we've got on screen at the moment. This is only a 2-season-old team. And in 2 seasons, he's put together 26 wins, 9 draws, and 3 losses. Like, so we can point to all of the claw in the world going in Orkstead and Orkstead and Orkstead. You don't get 26 wins out of and 9 draws out of what, 38 games? Like 3 losses in 38 games because claw worked. That's not how odds work. That's not how the dice rolls work. This is a good coach who on the day had good dice as well. Now, all I'm proving is that Mongooseisloose knew what he was doing with his team.
Mongoose, perhaps not so loose.
Maybe the Chorfs are the loose ones.
Mm.
The Orc Armor certainly was.
We've got an entire season of just paddles.
Well, we've
canoe emotes.
And we've got like 2.5 weeks before we need to worry about any of that. Is it 2.5, 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's 8th of January is when season 13 starts.
Yeah. Sunday, the 5th of January is when we have Division Day, which is where you all find out your fates for the following 13 weeks. And then Division Day from there.
So if you're like myself and you haven't signed up yet by then...
Yeah, if you haven't signed up, please do. If you're interested in seeing who comes out on top in the Challenger Cup, Haringzod, it's 5 or 6 p.m. on Sunday, did you say?
Yeah, so it's Sunday at what I've been told is either 17 or 1800 UTC, but they haven't quite decided yet, which is not ideal from our casting side, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
right?
Please, right, if you're going to schedule games that we want to cast, don't go, it might be 5 or 6 o'clock. Kind of schedule something for us. Because, like, yeah, we need you to do that. The last day to decide to re-roll would be the 4th of January. And that's leaving it a bit late. Maybe the 3rd of January, after your hangover wears off. Otherwise, the only other real piece of news, we've got the Christmas Crackers live, so go and look and read the rules. Don't harass Zord. The rules are written down. They do make sense. They're a bit complicated, but they do make sense. So have a read of those. Keep your eyes peeled, because if you've enjoyed this season and you want to support more seasons, the trophy isn't ready yet because it's coming up to Christmas and the painter I use is backed up to hell, but it'll be done mid-January, and I'll publish the images of that as I get them, and I'll arrange to get that sent to Mongoose. And also keep an eye open for what is going to be your chance to give back to REBBL in some way. We've been talking about this for a while. There's potentially a Patreon coming just to give it a little bit every month to help us fund the prizes. But also, we're going to be putting some mugs on sale. I know everyone wants a REBBL mug. These will be limited edition. and we're going to arrange those in the early part of the new year, probably. So you're going to have the chances to keep funding what we do. All the money goes to the prize pool and things like that. We don't get paid. Well, I don't. Do you?
No.
No. I doubled your wages once, but then I realised that doubling nothing is still nothing. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you to Haringzod. It's been a pleasure. It's been an amazing season, and it's just a shame to watch it slide out on what was a bit of a flat game.
Yeah, from my point of view, obviously, thank you to everyone for your support again this season. It's stressful running this thing sometimes because it's got so big, but we do it because we love it, and we love that you guys seem to love playing here.
I think my favourite thing is just how mental you are. Like, you'll put together a rule set that barely makes sense because it's just crazy and shouldn't work. The Christmas Cracker shouldn't work within the confines of Blood Bowl. And yet you and Thomas T and Major Bite have pulled something out of the hat to make something phenomenal work. And my favourite thing about Rebel Coaches is you pull that out the hat to make something crazy work, and then they go nuts for it. Like,
yes,
they throw themselves in. Like, they play 9 games in a day. That's what I love about Rebel. But yeah, Haringzod, thank you once again. If I don't speak to you beforehand, have a great Christmas.
Yeah, happy Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well.
Happy Christmas or any other holiday of your choice. I know there's Hanukkah, I believe, is running, Gerber said, around this date. Crusader, thank you as well.
Yeah, not a problem, dude. Happy to be here.
I was wondering if you bailed on us. You have a good Christmas as well. I'm not just limiting that one to Zod and the chat. And we will.
I'm gonna have my Christmas before you guys, so I can tell you if it's gonna be good or bad.
Show off.
Future person. But yes, as we say, see us on Sunday at some point. I don't know whose channel it'll be on yet. We'll sort that out as it comes up when we know what time the game is. But there will be a Challenger Cup game. We hope to see you all there because that one is Nurgle versus Shorfs, right?
Oh god, yeah, it is.
So we get to see claw work again. But everyone, thank you so much for watching. We've had a great time. Thank you for playing a Rebel, and we'll see you next year, folks. Or the Challenger Cup, whichever one happens first.
Next decade, if you like.
Next day? Oh my god, yeah. Wow. You all stay classy, folks.